Hey everyone, my name is Kelly. Welcome to Rainswept, the demo. This is a game where you play a detective involved in some kind of mystery murder case in, I think it's small town. But as you know, murders are never as simple as they seem. So let's start a new game and check out the weird stuff that's gonna happen probably. Monday. What happens in 1996? October 7th. I am definitely liking the aesthetics already. Look at that, it's the stereotypical gruff detective. Of course he smokes, and he probably has a drinking problem. Press E on keyboard, A to continue. Okay, those are two really random keys. Alright, I'm here. Time to see what all this is about. Okay. Introvert. Okay, inventory use look. There's a lot of stuff. You have to use control for this? You should have to. Oh, okay. That was weird. I was like, do you have to use a controller for this game? It wouldn't let me do anything. How do you interact again? I just got here. I'm not going back. Well, I'm trying to learn how to play this game, dude. That's my car. Okay, it's really weird because like you move with your left hand, but then it seems like you select options with your arrow keys. That's gonna take some getting used to, man. They've been here a while, it looks like. Now, why would I do that? I don't know. Maybe because I want to. Terrible. What? I said terrible. Terrible business, all this. Ha! It was only a matter of time. Everyone knows that. I know, still. They were so young. Young and stupid, you mean? The stories I've heard. I guess you're right. It was just a matter of time. What? It was a matter of time. These are deaf, gossipy neighbors. It's really coming down today. We should get back home. A few more minutes. I want to see what happens. Nothing's gonna happen. I'm gonna catch a cold, that's all. Maybe the gossipy neighbors know something. Hello, police compadres. Now what's he up to? I don't know, analyzing some evidence. Ma'am, please, you need to back away a little. What happened here? A murder? Johnny, get under the umbrella. Granny, I want to leave. Can I go back to the shop? Could see this coming a mile away. Ma'am, please. Granny, please. Alright, Johnny, let's go. There's no point standing here now. Johnny wants to leave. I knew this would happen. We should have done something. There's nothing we could have done. That guy looks like a priest. Chris is responsible, I'm so sure. It's hard to disagree, but let's not speculate. Wow, someone reasonable. For what? Detective Anderson, right? The chief is inside. They've been waiting for you. Tell the crowd to back away. Is that like a thing I could choose or what? Okay, that was only an option. You need to push the crowd further from the scene, officer. What? You have to speak up. I can't hear you over the rain. The crowd. Handle them. There could be evidence out here. Well, it's getting washed away, so. Oh yes, I'm trying. Hey, Williams. What the hell are you doing? Trying to prop up this tape, sir. It won't stay. We'll get some sticks and drive them in. Yes, sir. Richard! Don't call for Richard. Richard's on leave. Do it yourself. Goodness. Sorry, Detective. The thing is, we're short of manpower here. We weren't prepared for this kind of a thing. First time in decades. And to top it off, this rain, out of nowhere. Just get the crowd under control. I'm heading inside. Yes, Detective, don't worry. Richard, Williams! Man, these cops don't seem very reliable, and this detective is kind of like all elitist kind of situation, kind of behavior. An open window. Yeah. Let's go inside. Meet this so-called chief. That's the way inside. I wonder why chief sent me all the way to Pineview for this case. Only one way to find out. Should I go in? Let's go in. I don't think there's anything else to do here. No point hanging around out here. Damn, dude. God. That's the sheriff. I should talk to him first. Really? I can't, like, look at the scene first? Look at these cops, man. What they do. Not very professional. I hope they know what they're doing. None of the cops here know what they're doing, if you ask me. Michael? Huh? Oh, jeez. What the hell's wrong with you, man? Detective, are you okay? I think so, yeah. Guess I'm just a little tired after a long drive here. Detective Anderson, right? The head office called in to say that you'll be joining us here for this investigation. I'm sure Harris, and this is Lieutenant Watt. We appreciate the department sending help, but I don't think we'll need it. This case is ready to be wrapped up. What do we have here? The victims here are Christopher Green, age 26, died from a bullet wound to the head, looks self-inflicted. And Diane Miller, age 24, single bullet wound through the chest. The victims lived together, were unmarried. Are they a couple? Why would they live together? Any signs of an intruder, time of death, or what any witnesses? I guess we'll go through all of these. Any signs of an intruder? No signs of forced entry. The door was locked from the inside when we arrived. An officer climbed through the open window here to open the door. There are no footprints outside that window. Some of the officers, these guys are all terrible at their job. Should I call them out? I'm an outsider. They might not appreciate it. You know, I'm gonna call you guys out, okay? We gotta be responsible cops here, okay? Do your work properly. Except the officers. He was careful, was he? No signs of struggle or marks on the body either. Okay, time of death. What was the time of death? According to the next door neighbor, a single gunshot was heard around 0015, I guess, I don't know, hours. Or 15 hours. But they both got shot, so I'm gonna be one gunshot. We received a call at about... Okay, why they gotta use military time? Is it like 0020 hours? 002 hours? I don't know. And we're here in another 5 minutes. We found him dead upon arrival and confirmed the timing. The weapon. What do we know about the weapon? A handgun, I guess. Both shots, you just have a single gunshot. Both shots were fired from a M1911A1 .45mm, I guess, caliber pistol. The ballistics report will let us know more. Witnesses, the nosy neighbors probably. Any witnesses? Just the next door neighbor who claims to have heard a single gunshot. We can interview him shortly. Okay, guess that's everything. You guys are not very reliable cops. Honestly speaking, Detective, we think it's pretty obvious what's taking place here. What do you mean? They had a reputation. They weren't exactly a happy couple. The whole town knows this. Diane was shot at point-blank range with Chris' gun. Probably by Chris. He then went ahead and shot himself, as the wound is clearly self-inflicted, and we did see a silhouette of him shooting himself. Unless there was some supernatural stuff going on, you know, and there was something controlling him and made him shoot himself. So you see, sending you here unnecessarily complicates things. Question their abilities. Okay, they already don't like me, should I say that? But then they're gonna dismiss me, okay? You guys are doing like shoddy police work, okay? I'm gonna question your abilities. I'm beginning to think it was a very good idea, in fact. It's obviously a case of murder-suicide, Detective. So everything's figured out already? So we've got it all figured out here already, huh? If that was sarcasm, I'll ignore it, but yes, more or less. This sheriff is kinda weak. Are you suggesting there was domestic violence involved? It would seem so. It was never reported, but that doesn't mean it didn't happen. So, rumors. You may call it that, but where there's smoke, there's fire. I'm not sure that... And they were never really able to fit in this town. They were new here, moved in about 6 months ago. Never got out much, didn't make any friends. We don't need to analyze the obvious, detective. That would only be inefficient. Officer Blunt will assist you through the course of your work here. Yeah, he's very blunt, that's for sure. Hello, detective. Oh, is this Officer Blunt? I thought it was that dude. Actually, no, that's Lieutenant Watt. I'm more... Is that a typo? One more thing? We're looking to wrap this case up quickly and cleanly. We don't want to drag it if it can't be helped. If it can't be helped. We have an important festival coming around in a week's time. So you might say this is, rather bad timing. So there's no need to go around complicating things, alright? Just give me a story that works and we'll close this case quickly. I'll give that a shot. Okay, I'll stop giving them the sass. Okay. Good! I shall see you later. Goodbye. Okay then. Anyway. Have a look around the room if you like. Come talk to me when you're done. Alrighty, yo. We're gonna do this, Officer Blunt. You didn't really introduce yourself, but okay. Hey, detective. Need any help? What's the plan? Have a look around the room. Once you're done, talk to Lieutenant Watts. Well, I guess I gotta do all the work around here, huh? Let's check out them dead bodies. Gunshot to the stomach. The damage and the residue would suggest the shot was taken at point-blank range. That rules out the possibility of her being shot from the open window. What? She would have been in line of sight from the outside, though. Okay. There's no mistaking it. The perpetrator would have to be inside the house to cause this kind of a wound. Whether that was Chris or someone else, it's hard to say at the moment. So you're saying, wait, they have to have been inside the house and pretty close to her to shot her, right? A M1911A1 .45 caliber pistol, as the lieutenant said. It looks pretty old. There's 4 rounds in the magazine. The gun can hold 7. But does that mean there were 7? Although there's only 2 dead people here. And only 1 gunshot was heard, so that's kind of weird. 3 rounds have been fired from this gun at some point of time. 2 were fired last night. Or was it 3? Or was the gun loaded with only 6 out of the possible 7 rounds? Wait, oh well yeah, that's what I was talking about. It might not have been fully loaded. The gun belonged to Chris according to Lieutenant Watts. Let's assume Chris or Diane weren't the ones to use it. Then it's a murder. It's a murder. Oh well, crap, what'd you say? I pressed it by accident. From Pineville, I really doubt it. Remember, no signs of forced entry. Could it be someone they were comfortable with, or trusted? The one I could think of. Maybe it was someone from the outside, because they only moved in here 6 months ago. For 45 ACP rounds, it's a box of 20 rounds. There were 17 here, 3 are missing. Oh, well I guess it was fully loaded. 2 were used during the murder. What about the 3rd? Maybe someone got shot twice? Or maybe the murderer got shot. I guess that would make sense. Red wine. It looks like a new bottle was opened yesterday. No one drank from this glass. It would seem that Chris was sitting by himself at the table and drinking wine, waiting for someone to join him. Probably Diane? Whether he was waiting for her or someone else, we don't know yet. A glass of wine was knocked over. This looks like wine, but there seems to be blood in here as well. How did blood splatter in this direction? It doesn't make sense. Wait, you're saying like the spilly stuff is the wine and then like all those weird dots are blood? Yeah, so the person came in, they got shot. That would probably shoot the blood that way. Officer Blunt, I think there's been more than the 2 gunshots that we're seeing here. Yeah, but how about the 1 single gunshot that we heard? I guess the neighbor could have missed, hearing the other 2 whatevers. Oh crap, I pressed this by accident. You're not gonna go through the whole thing again, right? Can I skip this? I can't. Okay, well, the sheriff's fallen on his back. Looks like Chris fell off the chair before or after being shot. Oh, he was sitting on this side, then maybe he got shot. Or, well, I mean, that blood is his. The chair's not been moved. Looks like Chris was sitting alone when the murder happened. Well, that's just weird. Without a shot him then. It's like everything? No, it's just you. You guys got anything? No, probably not. Maybe you got something? I don't know. Unless it's the same thing as before. Yeah, same thing as before. Can we like go upstairs or something? Or there's no upstairs, I guess. There's a door here. I mean, I guess that's everything. Wait, hold up. There's something there. Or is that the body? There's something written behind there. What's this? Chris. It's signed, Chris 96. I'm guessing Chris built some of the furniture around this house. Okay. So he built it this year. It's currently 96. Okay, I do believe we have looked at everything we- oh, the gun, right? Oh, we looked at that, yeah. We've covered everything, Lieutenant Watts. Shall we proceed? Yes. Yes, I'm done. Alright, let's have a chat with Mr. Willis outside. Is that the neighbor? The rain has finally let up and it washed all the evidence away, probably. Dude, was he about to bring his head up to smoke again? You smoke too much, man. Right, this is Mr. Willis. He lives right there next door. He's smoking again. Dude, chill out on the smoking. Coffee detective? No, he probably drinks alcohol. Oh, I get to choose. Okay, yes please. It mixes well with my cigarette. Yes, thank you. You can ask him any questions you may about last night. Right, Mr. Willis. Can you tell me everything that you saw or heard during last night's events? Well, see, I headed off to bed at around 11 PM as I usually do, after a glass of whiskey. Of course, I mean, how else would you head to bed, right? Helps me sleep, you know? Anyway, somewhere around 12:15 AM, I was woken up by a loud bang. I ran to my bedroom window that looked straight down at their place. And? What did you see? Nothing. Their kitchen lights were on, but that's about it. I went to my phone and called Lieutenant Watts here straight away. That's a responsible neighbor. How long did it take you to get to the window? How long did it take you to get to the window once you heard the shot? About a couple of seconds, detective. Not more than 5, I say. I nearly fell out of my bed when I heard the shot, so you might say I was halfway there already. Well, I don't know. People can walk pretty slow, you know. Did you see anyone at all on the street? Did you see any sort of activity on the street? Anything unusual? No, detective. Everything was exactly the same as always. You said you heard one gunshot. Yeah, that's a very important thing to note there, I think. You said you heard a single shot. Yes, the whiskey usually knocks me out pretty good, so if there were more, I didn't hear them. See? That could be a thing, like there was like 2 previous shots, but the third one woke him up. Move on to other questions. Do you live alone? Do you live alone, Mr. Willis? Yes, I do. Never got married. It's a... sigh, long story. One meant to be talked over a couple of whiskeys. Know what I mean? Heh. Can anyone confirm your whereabouts? I bet he does know what you mean. He looks like he drinks, that detective. No. I was just at home, you see. Am I a suspect? It's procedure, Mr. Will... I know Mr. Willis, he's cool. Shut up, detective. You guys are not reliable at all. Ignore him, really silent. Why is, like, this game keep making me, like, call out these terrible cops? It's making me look bad. I'm an outsider already, but you know what? This is unprofessional. Oh my lord. What? Oh, that's the only reaction I'm having? Okay, I guess. Did they have many visitors? Did Chris and Diane have many visitors? Friends, etc.? No, not at all, in fact. In all this time, I only maybe saw Jack coming over to fix their car. Who the hell is Jack? And Father Smith came over a couple of times when they newly moved in. A year back, almost. I thought they moved in like 6 months ago. How can it be a year back? Nah, people rarely ever visited them because they mostly kept to themselves, see? Never made any friends here. But sometimes, folks don't like these kinds either, so I can't really say. Know what I mean? No, please elaborate. You won't find anyone crying over the deaths here. Nobody really knew them. They never got out much. Any other information you'd like to share? Wait, I still hear that rain. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us, Mr. Willis? I don't know if this is useful, but... You might have heard about Chris and Diane. They looked pretty happy when they first moved in. More recently, though, I heard Diane crying a couple of times, usually late at night. See, the whiskey knocks me out early, so maybe that's why I never heard all this before. But a couple of times, I was up a little later. One night, about a month ago, I heard pretty bad things. There were some loud sounds, like stuff being flung around and such, see? I heard someone crying. I was thinking to myself that maybe I should call the police, but then it quieted down all of a sudden. We never received any calls for domestic violence, but people have often talked of stories of this kind. Can you remember when you heard this, Mr. Willis? Well, I was up late night, writing an important letter. I think it must have been somewhere between 1st to 3rd last month. What month is it? It's October, right? So last is... Oh, okay, yeah. What this guy said. First to 3rd September. Alright, anything else? No, that's all I know about this. Right, thanks for your help, Mr. Willis. We'll be in touch if we need anything else. No problem. And, thanks for your coffee. Yeah, no problem. I don't know who paid for it. Officer Blunt, what are you even doing here? I'm smoking, you know, Lieutenant Watts is drinking his coffee, you're just standing here looking dead. Well, I think that's cleared up a lot of things. It's cleared nothing. It just shows that you guys are terrible at your jobs. It has. Oh, come on, Detective. You're supposed to be good at these things, are you? Mr. Willis didn't see anything outside the house after the gunshots, and there are no signs of anyone forcing entry either. On top of that, considering how rough things were between the two of them, you heard what Mr. Willis said, right? Well, unless, you know, Diane was shot 2 times, there's a missing bullet. That doesn't prove anything to conclusion. Seriously, we don't know a complete picture yet. I'm gonna say we don't know the complete picture yet. The amount of information we have as of now is very little. It's not the complete picture. We need to dig deeper if we want to know the truth, and not just confirm our assumptions. Well, what was the door? What about the door, huh? How was it locked from the inside? Explain that. Oh, there's a broken window, dude. I checked the door. It locks itself from the inside when you pull it close. Regardless of whether you pull it from the outside or push it from the inside. It's an auto-locking door. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm saying, yeah, that there's no conclusive evidence yet. Well, fine then. Dig as deep as you like, Detective. You won't find anything new here. I was perfectly capable of handling this case myself. But of course the head department had to complicate things. In any case, Sheriff Harris will probably want to wrap up this case before the festival. So don't expect him to wait for more than a week. That is very little time to solve a case. I have to head to the station now, officer. Escort Detective Anderson to his hotel. Will do, sir. We'll come back in the evening to search the house. Letters, diaries, things of that sort. Right? I feel like we should have did it there, because someone could come in and ruin this, you know, crime scene. When can we expect the autopsy results? Day after tomorrow, according to the coroner, but I'll confirm and let you know. I'm guessing there were more than 2 bullets shot last night. We should take another look around the kitchen to make sure. 3 bullets? But... Alright. We're actually glad that you're here, you know. Although the sheriff and Lieutenant Watts would rather not admit it. Even to themselves. This is like the first murder here in the last 100 years or so. We have no idea how to deal with it. I've noticed you guys are very terrible at your job. I mean... It's alright, yeah, that's a surprise. It's alright, it's not your fault, I guess. It's alright, I know what you mean. I just joined the force a month back, for instance, and you're a rookie. And a murder already. I'm not sure if I'm ready. I kinda knew them, you could say. I've never known anyone that's been murdered before, you know? It's kinda weird. A bit sad? I know as an officer, I'm not supposed to feel that way and all. You'll be fine. Give it time. Thanks, Detective. That means a lot. Yeah, see, I'm a seasoned veteran detective. I drink and smoke. Tell me about Chris and Diane. What do you know about Chris and Diane? Well, not much. It's mostly what Mr. Willis said earlier. Nobody knew them, really. They came in here, kept to themselves, and never bothered making friends. Everyone thought they were some kind of weirdos. I admit, I kinda agree with that sentiment too. I feel bad about that now. There's no reason to make assumptions about people's character, and character can't be used as evidence. So I'd really like to help figure out what the real story is, whatever it may be. What's this festival next week about? The sheriff said that there's a festival in the town next week. What's that about? Oh, it's an annual thing. We have it every October. There's a fair on the market street. There's food, rides. We get a lot of tourists from nearby states around that time. It's a good source of revenue for some of our smaller businesses here. That, of course, is less important in the light of recent events. Good to hear you say that. Of course. Can't go around trying to wrap up cases based on our assumptions, whatever the situation may be. Typo. I mean, these were people's lives that ended, and it's our job to figure out what really happened. So I guess what I'm saying is, you can count on me during this investigation. Thanks. Alright. I guess I can count on you, Officer Blunt. You're so blunt about everything. I'm hoping the local police will let me do the job I've been sent to do, though. I don't mean you... Detective, I know what you mean. Honestly speaking, Sheriff Harris is an asshole. I think Lieutenant Watts is kind of an asshole too, but you know. I'm serious, he doesn't care about anything except running off home and taking it easy. This case probably ruined his plans to relax and enjoy the festival week. I hate people like that. Lieutenant Watts though, he's really sweet. I know he comes across as a little obnoxious, but he is kind of obnoxious. Oh my god. What? Oh jeez. What the hell? This is why, guys. Keep your damn eyes on the road and, you know, stop chit-chatting with your friends. I saw her. She was right there. Why am I seeing her? Why am I thinking of her? Are you seeing things? Was that actually that person, dude? What is wrong with you, dude? You have problems or you get supernatural powers? Tar, shovel. Wonder what Jack uses them for. What do you think, huh? To bury a body, of course. All kinds of auto repair works done here. Watch me just leave. I can't leave. Oh, I forgot I can run. I was like walking forever to get anywhere. Jack's auto repair shop. Jack's the name of the guy fixing my car. Yeah, I figured as much. My poor car. Did you even hit anything with it? Doesn't seem like that woman was real. He said his name's Jack. It's a good thing he was passing by when the crash happened. Maybe he was going home after he buried the body of someone he just murdered. You look kind of uncomfortable. Don't you need a car to be on a ramp or something? Nah, man, you worry too much. What's the issue with the car? Well, the headlights and the bumper's gone. You'll need to have them replaced. The hell? Did you actually run someone over? I'm going to have to check if I got a replacement part so I can fix it. How long will it take you to fix it? A couple of days. 3 maybe. Depending on how quickly I can get the parts. Shouldn't take more than 4 days at most. That's almost a whole week gone, dude. Oh boy. Hey dude, can you fetch me my big red wrench? It should be in a toolbox outside. Alright guys. You're amazing, bud, thanks. Man, Jack is super chill. Jack got his hair in that. I think I'll wait for my car to be fixed instead. Yeah, I'm gonna be stealing people's cars. That could be the toolbox Jack mentioned. Let me see what's in here. Oh crap. Did he say there's a color he wanted? I have no idea. I'm gonna take the blue one. This looks right. Yeah, of course it does. Oof, what a beauty. I wonder if it's Jack's. Yeah, watch me steal it, right? Okay, I think I'm gonna talk to Officer Blunt really quick before I give him that wrench. Jeez, I hope she's not hurt. What the heck is that thing? Like I could give her an item? Oh, okay. Doesn't Jack need your help? Talk to me when you're done. Okay, fine. I mean, I'm sorry I crashed the car and everything. No, that's not it, dude. I mean, I need the big red one. This one's no good. Well, I'm sorry. Okay, I forgot. Maybe. Now I have 2 wrenches. Even better to murder people with. Yeah, that's it. I love this wrench. Thanks, bud. Ask about convertible. The red convertible there, is that yours? Yeah, man. That's a 65 Mustang. I love that ride. I got it used for pretty cheap of a guy who couldn't take care of her anymore. Luckily, the car's got something that keeps it running like new now. The big red wrench, new engine. You? You're pretty smart. Yeah, it's got me now. I spend all my free time on her, fixing her up and making sure she runs better than new. And I keep her happy by taking her on long, beautiful drives on the roads outside town. And that's about construction stuff. What do you use that tar and shovel for? Burying bodies? That, dude. I do a bit of construction work on the side sometimes, you know, fixing up driveways and stuff for some extra cash, burying somebody's body. Detective, you're here investigating Diane's murder, right? And Chris, yes. Do you have any information that could help us? I don't know about information, man. I just know that he did it. What do you mean? Chris, he killed her. Why do you say this? Everyone could see it coming. Diane, they say she was troubled, scared of him even. Someone in this town should have done something. We all knew this could happen. And no one cared enough about them to bother interfering. How do you know all this? I don't know. Rumors around town mostly. Were you having an affair with her, Jack? Did you know them? Did you know Chris and Diane well? Not really. Anyone here barely knew them. They were not the kind to come out and make friends with their new neighbors, it looks like. They still felt like outsiders to the rest of us. What were you doing last night? Not that I suspect you or anything. What were you doing last night? What was I doing last night? I'm telling you, burying a goddamn body. Yes, that is what I asked. Alright, I drove a couple of miles from here and drank a few beers while I enjoyed the view. At night? Yeah, the stars, man. You see? Was there anyone with you? Did you meet anyone? Nah, man, there's nothing like the pleasure of your own company sometimes, and that body that I'm burying. Alright, thanks for your help, Jack. We shall be back if we have any more questions. Of course you will. What do you mean, Jack? Free card, man! Come back when it's fixed. You get way too serious, way too fast, man. Chill out. I'm a hardcore gruff detective that smokes, man. What you think? Hey, where'd you go? Oh. Am I pushing you? Wow, that's weird. Can I talk to you? I need to talk to you. Why can't I talk to you? The game is broken. Hey. Hi. Are you okay? Are you okay? Something's weird going on with you. You sure you're okay? Yeah, I'm fine, surprisingly. Oh, yeah, right. I'm sorry, I forgot. I did run into someone, huh? I ran someone over. Apologize for the accident. I'm really sorry about the crash. I don't know what... Oh, I see. So he thought he saw someone. He probably did. Because there's something wrong with him. And then he, like, veered off and crashed into something, I guess. It's alright, especially since we're okay. Something else worries me, though. What's that? What happened back there? How'd we hit that tree? I'm gonna be honest. I thought I saw something. What did you see? A person, a ghost? It was a person. I saw a person. But I think the detective here saw a ghost. Because it's like someone from his past. But he's like, they can't be here. So I'm gonna say a ghost. I can't tell if you're joking or if you're being serious. Anyway, I don't think it's funny. Are you okay just generally? I mean, I don't know you, so I don't know if this is a regular thing. No offense. No, it's okay. I know what you mean. Yeah, I mean, you collapsed back there, the crime scene too. And then this. Yeah, I don't know. I've been a little dizzy all day. Maybe I just need a nap. Maybe you shouldn't drive from now on. Seeing this kind of stuff kind of bums me out. I'm just saying, if there's anything wrong, you can talk to me about it. Don't hesitate. I will. I get the feeling we're gonna be partners on this investigation, so let's try to cooperate. Okay. Detective! Did you fix my car already, dude? This is weird. What's going on, man? Talk to me. I'm gonna drive to the next town for some spare parts. Want me to drive you to the hotel or something? I like to take a walk around town first, actually. I called up the station from Jack's phone. A car is on the way. They'll drop us off at the Market Street and your luggage at the hotel. You take care now, dude, until we meet again. Bye-bye, Jack. Here we are, the famous Pineville Market. I'm kidding, not much to see here, really. Let's see if we can talk to some of the locals here. Alright, it isn't very busy at this time of the day, but there should be a few people around here. Just let me know when you'd like to get back to the hotel. We can come back and talk to them another day. Ooh, I wonder if you get like only like a week to talk to them and then you're out of time. Fiction or non-fiction? I prefer fiction. Me too. Excellent. We can be like reading buddies. So you're just gonna stay there and chill? Okay. Whoa, 4 PM, that's cool. That's a cool effect. What's on the menu? Cherry pie. You should come back here for breakfast someday. The owner Mark is a pretty great guy. You mean me? He's right there. Hey, Mark. That must be Mark. I sure am. Dude, you should be making, comments about people out loud while they're there. Hey, detective, have a seat. Do you want some tea? Coffee? My cafe's extremely cozy and warm. No, that's alright, Come over here if you want a pint. Dude, what the hell? Keep your unhealthy habits to yourself, Alan. Too much coffee's unhealthy too. Too much of anything's unhealthy. Also, if you haven't noticed, he's already smoking a cigarette. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he drinks. Ignore him, he just likes to annoy me. And yet I let it get to me. Who is that? That's Alan, owner of the bar next door, and my brother. That's funny, you open a cafe, he opened a bar. Twin brother. Not that you know by the way we lead our lives. I don't know how we ended up as polar opposites. I know, I got all the good stuff. Shoo, go away. How long have you lived in Pineville? I mean Pineview. I was born here. My family lived here for many years before that. We left for the city when I was about 10. My dad was looking for better work. I returned soon as I graduated about 9 years back. I prefer the life here. Big cities just aren't for me. Now that it's just me, my books, and my coffee shop, life is simple and I love it. Did Alan come with you? I mean, he's there. Did Alan also come with you at the same time? No, Alan, he only joined me here 5 years back. He had a bit of trouble in his old life and wanted a fresh start. Maybe he can tell you more about that. Do you live alone? Do you live by yourself, Mark? No, I'm married. Have been for about 6 years now. Met my wife in my own cafe, actually. It's a cute story. We were very happy for you, Mark. Does Alan also live with you? No, but he lives close by. Was he in last night? Yes, I think so. I didn't check or meet him though. More questions? Oh, that's a lot of questions. Where were you last night? Can you tell where you were last night? Can you tell me where you were last night? Sure, as always, I closed my place by 8 p.m. I bought some supplies from the general store down the street, and then went home. I assume the storekeeper will remember that. Yes, Mrs. Brown was in last night at the time. She should be able to confirm what I just said. Man, I don't have to make notes, man. Like a real detective. And Alan, could he confirm this? He didn't come to work yesterday. Took a day off. Said he was feeling unwell, so he stayed at home all day. Looks like that's passed, luckily. He looks fine today. Anyway, I went back home after that. Changed and went for a jog as usual. Came back, took a nice long warm bath. Made myself a cup of coffee at night. Okay, you do you, man. And had my dinner. Then read a book for an hour or so and was probably asleep by 10:30 p.m. A pleasant, ordinary evening. Noticed anything unusual the past few days? Have you noticed anything unusual lately? Anything out of the ordinary? No, can't say I have. Everything's been pretty much the same as usual. About Chris and Diane. Did you see them often? Did you see Chris and Diane often? No, barely. A handful of times, maybe. They came into the cafe a few times. That was in the early days when they first moved in. They wouldn't say much to me or anyone else here, and mostly kept to themselves. Or I could say they didn't have eyes for anyone else. To put it bluntly, they look very much in love. What can you tell me about them? Is there anything else that you can tell me about them? Anything that stands out? Well, I kinda identify with Chris in a way. It sounds like he moved here for the peace of mind this place provides and start a new small business for himself. What business? He's been trying to get a hotel project off the ground here from what I heard. What I hear. He had trouble getting the project approved. Maybe Father Smith could tell us more about it. He's involved in the planning committee. I wanted to ask you something else. Or not, I guess. It's everything. Well, we'll talk later, Mark. Alright, Mark, we'll talk later. See you around, detective. I guess I will see you around, like, arrest you. What's up, detective? Dude, you look totally different from your brother. Hi, Alan. Officer Blunt. Tell me about yourself. Tell me about yourself, Alan. Your hobbies and interests. Can you tell me about yourself, Alan? How long you've been here, that sort of thing. Sure, if you talked to my brother Mark already, you probably know I moved here 5 years ago. My wife left me and I wanted to get away from it all. Thought I'd come in here again after all these years and give this place another shot. Turns out it's just as bloody boring as it was when I was 10. But hey, it got me out of a place I've begun to hate even more, so it's an improvement, you know? And you get used to the pace eventually. Mark did me a big favor, giving me half of his cafe to start a business in. Yes, he's not too pleased with the business. I chose to run though. He's a good guy. Where were you last night? Ellen, where were you say you were last night? As I'm sure Mark must have told you already, I was at home. I wasn't feeling well, so I stayed home instead. Is there anyone that can confirm this? Apart from Mark, I don't know. Since I didn't leave home, no one saw me or her, you know? God, why I can't even like freaking read today. Did you know Chris and Diane? Chris and Diane, do you know them well? No, not at all. I'm the kind of person who minds his own business. I don't go interfering with people's affairs in their lives. What do you mean? I just don't go wasting my time getting to know people if there's no need for it. To me, it looked like they prefer to mind their own business as well. So no, I didn't know them at all. Alright, Ellen, we'll talk later. Alright, okay, Mr. Allen. We'll talk later if the need arises. Okay. Okay, whatever, dude. That's Grandpa, owner of Grandpa's Bakery. Okay. Is he your grandfather? Oh, no, he isn't. He's everyone's grandfather. Is his name Grandpa, then? I don't really know, actually. Okay, then. Grandpa. Hello, Grandpa. I'm not your grandpa. Your name is? Grandpa. I knew it. Mr. Grandpa, I was wondering if I could ask you a few questions. And I was wondering if I could ask Miss Brown there out on a date. Wait, Miss Brown? Why does that name sound familiar? But wondering isn't doing, is it? Just look at her. Ooh, boy. Makes me feel 40 years younger, she does. Who are you asking me to even look at? That's a dude over there. Do you ever plan to grow up, Grandpa? Any more growing up and I might just die. And I ain't planning on doing that before I ask you out. Is that actually Miss Brown? Okay, I'm sorry, I just assumed that was a dude. Goodness, unbelievable behavior. Such immaturity at this age. She likes me. I know she does. You're deluded. Woohoo! Anyway, yeah, questions, young man? I thought I did. Oh, that's a lot of questions. How long have you lived in Pine View? Forever! Yeah, I'm sure, Grandpa. He's been here since the beginning of time. My family's been here for generations. Guess I'm the last in the line now. My shop's been here from generations too, you know, and I think I've taken real good care of it. Oh, and she's taking real good care of me too. Where were you last night? Where were you last night around 12 a.m.? Where do you think I was? Sleeping? Were you asleep? That's right, what else do you expect an old man to do at that time of the night? Can anyone confirm this? My bed? No, I live alone. Notice anything unusual lately? Have you noticed anything unusual, anything out of the ordinary in recent days? Now I think about it, I actually might have. Yes? Mrs. Brown's been tying her hair in a much tighter bun lately. I wonder what that means. Is she softening up and trying to hide that fact? Oh, Grandpa, you notice these things. I mean it when I say it. Beautiful. I'm a passionate lover. Very passionate. Ruin it. Hello, I was talking about the possible murders. Did you notice anything unusual leading up to that? Oh, no. Much the same. Can't say I did. Do you live by yourself? I think he does. Sigh. Yes, I do. Kids left Pineview for the big city. Too boring here, they say. It's been many years since the wife died. So I run the shop here by myself, and I live down the street, pretty close by. But that's alright. I've got friends here to keep me company. Officer Blunt pays me a visit every day, for instance. It's always a pleasure to meet you, Grandpa. Also, there's Miss Brown. She makes every day exciting. Please, God, give me strength. Oh, look how she flirts. Oh, you're hilarious, Grandpa. About Chris and Diane? What can you tell me about them? What can you tell me about Chris and Diane? When they first moved in, Chris would often come in the evening and buy some things for me. He'd come in daily, almost. Looked pretty cheerful, too. Then a couple of months after that, he just stopped coming. The last few times he came, I could see that something wasn't right. Maybe trouble with his missus. I don't know. He and Diane went to the church maybe a handful of times. Once or twice, they came over here after for coffee and donuts. They were quite a couple, I tell ya. He was the quiet and nonchalant one. She an exciting, electrifying energy. A classic case of opposites attracted to each other. If what people say is true, I don't know how things went wrong so fast. But then, with these things, you can never say. This was all about 4 or 5 months back. After that, I hardly ever saw them out here again. Okay, I think that's all the questions. We will talk later, Grandpa. Alright, Grandpa, we'll talk later. Who you calling Grandpa, eh? I'm not your Grandpa. Your name is Grandpa, dude. Stick to your story. Those donuts sure do look good. What do you mean they look good? They're the best in Pineview. The best damn donuts made with Grandpa's love and warmth. Wanna buy some? Maybe later. Thanks, Gramps. I'm not your grandpa! You're everyone's grandpa. We talk about Grandpa. That's Mrs. Smith. I thought it was Miss Brown. Hello, ma'am. Who is it? Ah, you're the detective, aren't you? Come to ask about the murders. Something troubles you, boy. What is it? What do you mean? I know a troubled soul when I see one, detective. But I understand you don't have the time for such questions. That is good. Neither do I. Now what is it? How long have you lived? It's like all the same questions, man. How long have you lived in Pineview, Miss Brown? I was born here. I've barely stepped outside Pineview all my life. I started a shop when I was about 25. Had to support myself once I lost my husband. Do you have your family here? Do you live alone? Or do you have your family here with you? Johnny's the only family I've got. He's my grandson. Lost my husband in the war. I was about 25. You must have seen Johnny, right? Always running around, taking photos with his camera. His parents left him in a tough situation by making some stupid decisions in their lives, so I take care of him now. He's a good boy. He spends a lot of time helping his grandma around the shop. I'm getting older now too. Willpower and mental strength can only get you so far, you know. Time catches up with you eventually. Not that I lack any mental strength. I've single-handedly taken care of a lot here. You really have, Mrs. Brown. I really look up to you. You're doing quite well, young lady. You're doing quite well for yourself. Where were you last night? Where were you last night, Mrs. Brown? I went to bed at around 9 p.m. Johnny could probably confirm that. He was home too. Okay, what can you tell me about Chris and that Ian? Ah, those two. Doomed from the start. Why do you say that? I told you, I know a troubled soul when I see one. And those two. I've seen it so many times over the years. One can always tell. Others will tell you they were very much loved, but something wasn't right. I always felt that. And then when things really did start going wrong, everyone heard about it. Well, I guess that's all, Mrs. Brown. We'll talk later. Okay, detective, take care now. You too, Mrs. Brown. Okay, no one has given me anything useful. Whoa, what's this? It's kinda cool. Let's run up these— oh, it's a church. Let's run up these hill, Officer Bot. Damn, this is some good imagery. Father Smith. I see you like to, you know, hold your head up high, really, really high. That must be Father Smith. Father Smith? Sir, please, we need to talk. Father Smith? Ah, hello, Detective. Anderson. Detective Anderson. New to the town, I assume. Yes, only just arrived. I want it. That is good. That is good. And what do you think of Pineview? Do you like it here? It's— I don't know if it's peaceful. It's okay. It's peaceful, I guess. I don't want to offend you, Father Smith, because, you know, we're standing kind of close to the edge and you might push me off this cliff. It's peaceful. I'll admit that. It is, isn't it? You must enjoy your time here. The change of pace must feel good coming from the city. But then, you must want to preserve this peace too, yes? Leave here without taking anything away from us. There's a way of life here, and I do my best to maintain that. For the good of my people. You sound like a cult man, a cult leader. The ones that are here are more than just a merry whim. I see. Anyway, Detective, you had questions. Can you tell me about the hotel project? I like to zoom in. I heard Chris was trying to start a hotel project here. As you're part of Pineview— oops, I pressed the back, so I gotta stop doing that. What the hell did you just say? Something about the hotel. Sure, Chris wanted to open a hotel here, with about 20 rooms or so. He said he wanted to keep it small in accordance with our bylaws. But even 20 was almost pushing it. That's a small-ass hotel. These things always grow out of hand. Once the tourists start coming in, they see how untouched a place Pineview really is. The demand would increase, and of course Chris wouldn't want to pass up on the opportunity to cash in on that. Regardless, we never got to that point. Chris always kept messing up his papers whenever he came in for approval. He either misplaced them, or messed up some of the details. I guess the delays cost him money too. It was all going downhill fast. And well, then this happened. Okay, let's ask about Chris and Diane. What can you tell me about Chris and Diane? Did you know them well? Not too well. They came to the church a couple of times after they moved into Pineview, but then soon stopped coming at all. They withdrew themselves from the rest of the community, and I can't say that helped them. Friends can help in difficult times, and it's obvious they were beginning to have a really difficult times by the end. If they continued to come to church, I could have offered some guidance. Sometimes relationships can entangle you. But unfortunately, it had to come to this. Whatever their troubles, it looks like they made each other suffer for it. I'm sure you'll learn what most of us here already know. In any case, I wish you luck with your investigations. Alright, Father Smith, time to ask about where you were last night. Can you tell me where you were last night, Father Smith? I was here all night. I finished up some work, and then I went to bed. By 10 p.m., I say. Okay, I guess that's all you're giving me, Father Smith. There's been nothing useful. Okay, we'll talk later. We sure will. Okay, bye, dude. Damn, he's pretty damn tall. Hotel rooms, they all feel the same, don't they? I mean, it's a hotel room. Reminds me of better times. There's a freaking painting here. Creepy. I mean, it is just a painting, but yeah, all paintings are pretty damn creepy. Light switch. That should turn the lights off, and why would I do that? That's better. Is it really? I can't even turn it back on. Wait, hold on. There's something here. That's the way to the bathroom. Okay, let's check and eat the bathroom. Okay, I guess not. I don't really need to go right now. Should I go anyway? Use the toilet. I mean, it's been a long day. Better go before I sleep. You should also shower, dude. I don't want to get up in the middle of the night. It's kind of chilly. And this place is probably haunted. Ah, that feels good. Okay, dude. Too much info. Pineview's a beautiful place. Painfully beautiful. And painfully deadly too, you know. It's too good to go outside now. Maybe later. Maybe tomorrow? Am I just supposed to go to bed? There's nothing else to do here. You didn't even shower, man. Looks comfy. Should I go to sleep now? I mean, I guess. Yawn. I really need to get some sleep today. What the hell happened back there? Did it go to sleep, dude? He's just been smoking the whole damn day. After all these days. God damn. He has some short-ass legs, man. No, Mark, there's no peace of mind here. The silence. It only lets your thoughts get louder. What the hell is this? Am I dreaming? I would assume so. This is a horrible dream. It's a dream of nothing. Oh, whoa. The hell? Oh. Oh god, no. The hell is going on? This is freaky ass dreams. No, I don't want to see this. I don't want to remember. I need to get out. Why am I here? I need to wake up. I need to wake up. Wake up. Jeez, what the hell, dude? What the? Am I awake? I can't move. How does that sound? This is horrifying what's going on. It's called sleep paralysis. I guess we should move our legs. I can't move anything. Move arms. Ah! Fine, move your damn head. Which one is this? I can't. Okay. This is hopeless. I can't. Wait, what's that? Oh, what the hell? Oh, Jesus Christ. Is that my ghost friend? Holy shit. Abigail? Is that you? Michael. Michael! You did this! Why? How could you? I mean, I literally don't know. How can you live after doing something like that? Maybe I really ran someone over. You have no idea how hard it is to go on without you. Then why go on? What's the point? Oh jeez, what the hell? What's the point? I don't know. I have to. For your happiness? Do you feel you deserve that anymore? Or for this case? Do you think anyone even cares about it? For whom, Michael? You protect yourself from thoughts about me. You need to hide me from yourself so that you can live? Is it worth it? No, I'm not sure. I miss you, Michael. What the hell is going on? Gasps. Oh my god, jeez, what the hell? Some crazy shit going on, yo. So what are we looking for? Are we like searching the house now? Alrighty, you. Time to check this murdered house. Or not murder house. Whatever. Where murder took happen. God, I can't even talk anymore. So, what are we looking for? Anything that tells us about Chris and Diane. Nobody in this town seems to know much about them. Maybe their room can tell us more. On it, detective. Yeah. Like... what can this tell us about? Moisturizer, body butter, makeup items. Whoa, that mirror is freaking weird. There's a diary here. Ooh, that would tell us everything. It's empty, damn. Oh, there was a point of having a diary. A bunch of travel magazines. Looks like they had a subscription. A book on chemistry. A couple of fiction books. What's this? The Dreamer's Guide to the World. Looks like a self-improvement book about travel. Interesting. There's a handwritten note on the first page. To Diane. Never give up on your dreams. Love, Chris. 3rd December 1995. This must have been Diane's bedside. Interesting. There's a photo. It's a photograph of Chris and Diane. Now I want to look at the painting of the bit. It's a nice painting. I feel like I've seen that somewhere. Guys are giving such useless tips to me. That's bad. Ew, I know, dude. It's still unmade. So? Was it mean something to me? Yeah, no. Why the hell not, man? It's locked. The key could be here somewhere. Yes, I will uncover their secrets. Detective, check this out. There's some interesting stuff on this bulletin board. Who keeps a bulletin board inside their freaking room? It's a photo of Chris, Diane, and some guy. The murderer! Do you recognize the third guy, Officer Blood? Don't think I've ever seen him. Must be from outside town. Maybe a former friend? There's a trash can. Wow, you're really good at this. Are you being sarcastic, Officer Blood? Sorry, I can't help it sometimes. Relatable. Financial calculations, looks like they were planning for something big. Or at least one of them was. Before they murdered the other person, right? More DIY chemistry and travel books and a couple of novels. Let's look at this bulletin board. Let's see what we have here. A list of locations. 1. Madagascar. Antarctica. Ukraine? Question mark, okay. And below the list, in a different handwriting, it says half the world away, as underlined, twice. There's a shopping list, some phone numbers, pictures of animals, the ocean. Think they're pictures of Madagascar? Quite possible. Another list. Woodworking projects to do. 1. Bookcase for living room. 2. Custom chair for Diane. 3. Bookcase for bedroom. This has been struck through. 4. Some front lawn project. I'm guessing Chris was into woodworking. Yeah, oh, what's this? 1. Talk about issues. Bonus. Try to convey them patiently. This guy likes to write down everything, doesn't he? 2. No sacrifices. Talk about what bothers you and what you like each other to work on. I mean, it sounds like a pretty good marriage is going on here. 3. Analyzing everything can be annoying. Code, it's happening, means shut up and give space. Which one of them do you think wrote these? I think Chris, probably. I mean, isn't this his side of the room? Wait, hold up. Because there was like traveling stuff here. It could be Diane's, because she was like the one with all the traveling magazines. But I mean, it's not his side though. It could be his. I'm gonna say it's Chris. Chris. Looks like he was the organized type into making a list and everything. That woodworking was definitely his, and the handwriting is the same. Yeah, it makes sense. And it's on his side of the bed, so you know, deduction skills. A mug, a boombox. Nothing of interest here. Ooh, those are some nice tapes. Okay. This has been unfruitful as hell, man. What should we do? Or what should I do? Looking for a key, aren't we? It could be under the bed or something, or behind something. You don't say. No key here. Could be in one of these thingamabobs. Not here. No. Well, where the hell can it be? A trash can? Or is that weird? I'll look at the trash can again. Move it. Move it. I want to look at the trash can. Damn it. Wait, what? Got it. You told me the key was on the freaking painting? Great. Okay, sure. Totally seems plausible. Alright, not a lot here. There's a brochure for a travel agency, a DIY woodworking book, and a bunch of letters. What do they say? Most of them seem to be from Diane to Chris. Oh wow, that's a lot of hearts. Let's see if we can find something useful among these. So I'll be writing these to keep in touch while we can't meet. I don't know how, but I'm glad that you changed my mind. Look at life in a different way. We're really dumb together, but I kinda love that. Oh wait, this one looks different. There's a severe lack of hearts in this one. Oh, that's when the love started dwindling down. Kind of. It's from Chris to Brad. Looks like he forgot to send it. Brad, the murderer. Or decided not to. Hey Brad, sorry for disappearing on you last week during your party. You see, after I walked out... What's this? A flashback? Sunday, what? Is it a flashback? This is a flashback. What the hell? I can't believe you said that. I know, everyone was looking at me in a funny way. Wish I'd been there. Oh, hang on, I think Emily's calling me. That's alright, go on. I'll hang around outside. Oh, go around and socialize. Meet new people. Make new friends. This is me you're talking to, remember? All these years together, you still can't read my sarcasm. Anyway, good luck, buddy. I'll see you in a bit. See ya, Brad. Alright, now to get away from humans for a while. Wait, what? Now I'm controlling some other dude? Excuse me, sorry, coming through. Sure. God, that music. So you just want to escape, huh? Whoa. So this is Chris then. How am I getting the ability to look into your past, Chris? This doesn't make sense. Is that Diane? Oh, hello. I didn't know there was anyone else out here. Oh, holy sh... I'll be heading back inside. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it because of me? No, I just... don't like people that much. I do kind of get the feeling he doesn't like people. I don't like people. You're right, I don't. It's not that I hate people, it's just that the more I get to know them, the less I can stand them. Oh wait, I hope she didn't think that was directed at her. I don't know, but that was some damn relatable content. Ugh, damn it, Brain. You might have made me look like an asshole again. Haha, that's a good one. You're funny. Hell yes! Whew. I've hopefully made a decent first impression. There are a lot more people inside than outside, so I suggest staying out here. Holy shit, she asking me to stay? Keep your chill, man. It's easier to get lost in a crowd actually, but you get a point. Beautiful evening. Beautiful evening, isn't it? That's exactly what he said. Beautiful? Yeah, well, there's the beautiful view, beautiful you. Yeah, I don't know. Let's go with stars. Some sexy stars here. Stars! Look at the sky. It looks great. Okay. They're only stars. They've always been there. Well, of course, but so has everything else. How does that change anything? Anyway. Damn it! Abort the weird topic and talk about more people, Chris. Who do you know here? I think we should start like, who the hell are you? Instead of just going right into conversation. Who do you know here? So who are you here with? Who you come with? Or who you come for? Oh, I'm here alone. I came here to meet Emily. I share a couple of classes with her. Oh cool. Brad's an old friend of mine. Emily's boyfriend? He's a really cool guy. Okay, what do you do? So tell me about you. What do you do? I don't know. I just graduated last year. I studied chemistry for some reason. I don't even like chemistry. Anyway, I'm planning to appear for exams so that I can study abroad. But I need to do really well to get a scholarship. And you know what? Forget about it. Oh, you were saying something about moving abroad. Any specific university that you're aiming for? Nah, it's just that. I'm not really attached to anything here. I'd rather move. I want to get away. I want to get as far away from this place. This country, even. And what do you expect to find when you get there? I guess I'll find that I'm somewhere else. That would be a good start. My name is Diane, by the way. I'm Chris. Emily's got herself a great place out here. Can't wait to have a place of my own. I'd probably start smaller. Something a little less modern. But still, it's quite beautiful, right? That's beautiful too? Yeah, I guess it's alright. Just alright? I think it's fantastic. I guess so. This is the most awkward convo ever. And they really love raising their arm like... what? You know what? I really don't understand your way of looking at things. Hahaha, don't worry. I've heard that one a lot of times. I mean, I don't see what's so special, particularly special about stars, for instance. They're just stars, you know? Well, yeah, totally. I get what you mean. I mean, you're normal. It's just I'm sort of weird when it comes to these things. What things? I kind of see the beauty in everything. Even the ordinary. Especially the ordinary. Like you, girl, you're so ordinary. Oh god, did that sound really pretentious? You should be an artist or something, then. Are you an artist? They really love raising their arms. What do you do? Do you write about how everything is so beautiful? Hey, come on, now you're just making fun of me. I'm not making fun of you. What do you do? It's kind of a long story, but I guess you could say I'm a businessman. I wouldn't have guessed that from the way you talk. Yeah, well, there's a reason and a story for how that happened. Maybe another time. Oh, another time? Yeah, like a drink? Wanna go for a drink? Oh wow, we're kind of complete opposites that way, aren't we? Is this just like a whole backstory setup just so we could be like, oh wow, Diane and Chris were such opposites. Polar opposites. What do you mean? For instance, I don't really see beauty in much. Hell, I don't even understand art at all. It's not really about art, it's more about appreciating life. Oh, I definitely don't do that. Oh really? That's unfortunate. Now, how can I change your mind about that? What? Why do you need to change my mind? I'm fine the way I... Plus, you think I'd change it a day? Oh, I know. That would be pretty cool, Diane. What's the time? It's about 11:45 p.m. Why? Alright, come with me. There's something really cool I want to show you. What? No, I don't even know you. We'll be back in 20 minutes. Come on, it's only a minute walk from here. This is stupid, but fine. Hurry up! Are we watching the sunset together? Pretty cool, right? Yeah, I guess it looks nice. I don't get what's so special about it, though. I mean, I don't get what's so special, though. It's just buildings. This is such a, like, a bro answer. It's a cool view. Thought people just like, you know what? This moment, Diane, that's what's so special. You, me, here together. Just all of this. I think there's a beauty here if you try to look for it. For instance, I like how the trees that are closer to us are dark, but the ones closer to the city are a different color. Or how you can't really see any stars close to the city skyline, as the lights are so bright. But you could actually see them fill the sky if you look up. That's called light pollution. I know, but still. It's mundane. It's normal. But everything's so damn beautiful if you look at it that way. I think existence itself is reason enough to love life. What rubbish. Alright, I admit that might have come off as corny, but this definitely won't. What? Don't you dare. It's 12 AM, look. What is that? Lights? Lamps? Happy New Year? Wait, what day is it? I just see it was like December or something. Happy New Year, I was right. Happy New Year, yay! Okay, that. I'll give you that one. This is a pretty good damn view. Oh, it's over! Thank you for playing the Rainswept demo. Feedback is extremely valuable to making a finished game a great experience. You will now be directed to a really tiny feedback form. Please submit your notes. Love and thanks. Okay, cool. Alright guys, that is the end of the demo. I don't know how come like they show us this like little background story between like Chris and Diane. Well, it's like nice to get like the story between them, but it's like how can we know this? Because you know I'm thinking like we are the detective. There's no possible way we can know this unless he's like getting this from like the letters that they sent. I don't know, but for now, I definitely think, I mean, obviously, for there to be a case and a game, obviously there's a little bit more to this so-called murder-suicide. I don't think they actually killed each other. Or, well, rather, Chris didn't kill Diane. Or maybe, I can't really say that for sure, because maybe he did, but like, there's something more to this. I don't know if it's Brad, but there's definitely one more person that's involved in this, because there's one more bullet. Where the hell did the bullet go? We never found it, so it's not in the house. So either the other person got shot, or for whatever reason they took the bullet away, as like, you know, because they would leave behind a clue that leads to them or something. I don't know, but so far I am pretty interested in this because I kind of like it when there's like a mystery behind things, so it's like, it really grabs your attention, you want to solve it, you want to know why. But, you know, this is a demo, so it ends here for now. This demo was like a lot longer than I thought it'd be, so sorry this video is a bit long. But, I don't know, it had a good time, and I don't know when this game is coming out, but I look forward to it when it does come out, and hopefully we'll solve the mystery between what happened with Diane and Chris, because it seemed like, you know, they were totally like in love and everything, but I guess after a while their marriage was like having, well, actually, are they married? No, they're not married, but like their relationship was having trouble, and then something happened. But I don't know, and we won't know until we get the full game, but I'll leave this here for now. So thank you so much for watching this. Please let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in the next video.